Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Do so. If you haven't got your membership, don't be scared. It ain't but $3. Now, what I'm about to tell y'all is what I know. It's not a legend. It's nothing. Something good is about to happen to you. Don't ask me how I know. Just trust in me. Okay, so that's what we're gonna talk about. Y'all come in. Come in. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know how many times you've been through it. I ain't even concerned about that. But don't give up. Keep praying. Y'all come in. Let's talk. There are some people out there are so judgmental. It's a difference between telling the truth and being judgmental. Okay? There's a difference between telling the truth and being judgmental about a person that you don't know. So we're going to talk. I want to get a shout out to all my members, all my subscribers, all my workers, all my viewers. Get your subscription, y'all. Subscribe and get your membership. Because what we don't do over here on this channel, I don't know what channel you've been following, but on this channel, we going to tell you the truth. So somebody out there gonna miss this testimony because they don't know how good they are. They don't make mistakes constantly, over and over and over again. And they don't know why they made that mistake constantly. Now, people, if you're the type of person, if you're the kind of person that easily to get distracted, but you pray, you need to work on yourself. Because you can't get distracted if you pray. See, you are being tested. You're being tested. People that comments on you negatively are your distractors. But it's a strange thing how you believe the distractors, but you don't believe the people who trying to help you. So that means that you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your relationship. But the first thing, you don't trust yourself. See, if you're going to be distracted by negativism, then you're in the wrong place. You can't try to be negative and positive at the same time. In order to change, you have to be positive, and your beliefs has to change. A lot of people don't want to change, so they don't want to see you change. A lot of people don't believe, and their beliefs are so different than yours, they will distract you from changing. See, you can't change and be where you are now. Because if you change and be where you are now, you ain't benefiting nobody. But if you change where you are now to benefit the situation, then that's different. But you know, a person who changes for the best is not going to keep taking, and it's not going to keep trying to work it out with you. Because you see they trying to change. You see your partner, you see a person trying to change, but you continue to distract them because they the weak. See, the weakest are the ones that's trying to survive. But if they keep listening to the negative, these people I can say, oh, this and all that. You got to get away from them. Now, I don't seen a lot of people change. They made a change to benefit their relationship. And guess what? Y'all walked all over them. Y'all walked over them. They changed because they figured that it could be them. But as they were changing the whole time, it wasn't them. It was you. You got them to change, but then you didn't change. So now they don't came down. They don't broke down. They don't lost everything they had listening to you because of the weakness that's built up in their mind to change for somebody else instead of changing for themselves. See, you can't change nobody else. Only person you can change is who? Yourself. You cannot change nobody else. Only person you can change is yourself. So stop trying to change that woman. Stop trying to change that man. Stop trying to change the other people. If they don't want to change, leave them alone. That's them. Now, a lot of people has been misjudged, but if only the strong survive in this world. You see, you ain't strong like me, you can't survive. You can't survive. You ain't gonna be able to survive in this world. But something good is gonna happen to you. You can't give up. Y'all so quick to give up. Well, it's been like 5 years. Okay, then he is something that he don't trust and believe that if he make this big change for you, you'll nut up. Because he watching you. Only person can answer to you is the Lord. I can't. He's sitting and watching over you every little step you make. And he see you tripping. He see you falling. He see you lying. He see you trying. He knows. I don't care if it takes 10 years, you better straighten yourself up. Because they know you're not ready. Things don't come overnight. Stuff don't happen overnight. Changes don't happen overnight. Changes don't happen overnight, y'all. Blessings don't happen overnight. And a lot of reason why a lot of people can't succeed in the world is because you put too many people in your business. And the person that you put in your business is one out there trying to trip you up. You trust them, but you ain't trusting the ones who trying to help you. I don't understand how weak the mind is. Y'all would believe everybody who are a distraction. See, if the person who comes into your world and try to distract you from putting the truth out there and believe that they are changing, see, the Lord ain't gonna let you change if you still got that joker that you got with you, whether it's a male or female. See, that joker on the side of you ain't ready for you to change. So they're gonna keep distracting you. So why you still there? You can build your own image up. Stop thinking that you need someone to tell you what you need to do when you know what you're doing is wrong. Y'all scared to work. You depend on the system. See, if you like me, you wouldn't depend on the system. Because the system is fake. The system is almost handicapping you from doing the right thing. See, when the system break down and start working, what you going to have to fall back on? Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Now, the devil is so busy till y'all getting the devil the most high attention than you do the people trying to help you. If I run away, if I walk out of a relationship and I know this man doing the best as he could with me, I know this woman doing what she's supposed to do. She do everything a woman's supposed to do. He does everything a man's supposed to do. What's the problem? What's the problem? You can't get boring when you got kids. It's so much to do. You can't get boring when you're single. I got last night, yesterday my niece just came up here and picked me up. I like, oh yeah, I ride with you. I ain't got to wait on nobody. But if I was in a relationship, no, I can't just jump up and walk out the door. No, I'm going to respect my partner. What's the problem is the reason why you can't get out of your situation is because you put yourself in your situation. You the one said I do. You the one said that I do. I'm going to do this. When they read the vows, I do. I do. Hey, baby, I do. That's the first word you said to yourself. Thank you. I do. But let me tell you something. When you accept those vows, those wasn't a story time. That wasn't. I'm 20. Thank you. Let me finish talking to y'all. I'm gonna tell you, and look, let me tell you something. I was 18. I was 19. I was 20. I was 21. I was 22. I was 23. Now I'm 66 and made it this far with the Lord on my side. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. But I listen to positivity. See, the negative were hating. So I had to realize that I don't need to hang in on circle to make it in this world. I just need a belief. I need values. I need decisions. I need responsibility to keep me on task. Without the responsibility, I jumped off task. But I was still responsible. I pay attention to what's going on with you all. It's not a generational curse. It's y'all doing it because you think, hey, Tom, you're doing this because you don't want to listen. See, it's not a generational curse. Y'all thought when y'all graduated from high school that y'all was grown. You think you're still in high school and you can do what you want to do. And that's not how life goes. Hey, to the point, did you get my email? I was 16 years old, 15 and 16-year-old. Believing in the Lord at that age. Okay, go look at it right quick. I 15 to 16 years old. Listen to older people. That's why I survived and lived 66 years. I listen to older people and my daddy. I love my mama, but I'm just a daddy girl, and I ain't gonna change that. I listen to my father because he was strict. He was Air Force. My mama was strict about her job. She worked for the government, so she ain't gonna talk and tell you what's going on with the going on in this world. I don't care how much you ask her. Now let me go back to this. There are a lot of y'all got something good about to happen to you, but look. You have to believe. It ain't gonna come like this. He ain't gonna give it to you like that. Because y'all think stuff's supposed to happen like magic. Nah. You got to do like me. You got to crawl before you walk. So a lot of us, we walk before we crawl. Hey, baby. Hey, Derek. We walk. We don't crawl. Y'all so used to having it from the beginning up. But y'all don't realize that your parents give you what you want and give you instead. Okay. Yeah, baby. I ain't have my glasses on. When I read your message, I didn't have my glasses on. Oh, Lord, I didn't have them glasses on, girl. But that them reading glasses, Lord, y'all, they can't survive. What's up, D? Come on, D, let's stay in test. Don't worry about the fence and all that kind of stuff. Let's worry about the topic. See, that's, I love D. Our focus, our focus to stay focused. See, we worry. I'm built and set up to not what I want, what I need. Because every time you turn around, you got to come out your money. You got to come out your pocket with money. Okay, and when you're a hard-working person and you got to come out your pocket with money, well then people can't move like you want them to move. They got to go with their financial situation. Now somebody out there don't put in 11 about 100 application, but it's something about your interview. It's something about your paperwork that you did put on there. Now look, y'all, I ain't trying, don't do this now. When I once upon, gotta remember now, I'm 66 now, so you know I used to be 19 and 20 and 30 and 40 and 50. So I know what I'm talking about. I didn't always tell the truth on my application about jobs. You know how when they tell you to put down your jobs? I put down jobs where they probably knew me at. I did that much. I put down jobs that I did work at, but what I did with the references, I put people who I know as if they was my supervisor, that I worked for them. And I told those people that was my references that what job I'm trying to get. I was getting them jobs. It was at first when I was getting the jobs that I wanted. I didn't accept the job. Then all of a sudden, after I decided to take this job, then I got on that job. I said, man, this job right here is too hard for me. But people who like me with kids, we kind of like mentally struggle with time. What time to get out? What time you want me to come in the next day? So what you have to do, people, it's no excuse for nobody not having a job now. During my time, we didn't have computer jobs. We had to get our education. Some kind of way. We had to get a high school education. We had to get some kind of skill Or we have to work because ain't nothing out here free. What's that, sister? Sister Dizzle? Nothing is free out here, y'all. Once the system has pulled the plug for the things that they were helping you with, a lot of y'all is going to be messed up. You hear me? Y'all going to be, see, one thing about the system with me is I won't be messed up because I work. I retired. And I get a pension. Like I said, somebody out there right now, somebody out there right now trying their best to do right. But until you give up those cigarettes, until you give up whatever you doing, the Lord ain't gonna help you. It's a Lord. But I ain't about to get into that. Your beliefs, I wouldn't dare come in nobody's world in their life and ask them, do you believe in, are you a Christian? Or do you believe in God? I wouldn't dare ask anybody that. That is so disrespectful. Asking people something like that. See, this country is a good country with good people in it. But you got disrespectful people in this country. That is so disrespectful. They don't know that they are disrespecting you, asking you what your preferences are. That's so disrespectful to ask somebody, are you a Baptist? Are you a Christian? What you got to do with that? What that got to do with anything? Because half of the Christians ain't right. I can't believe when I used to walk to church as a 16-year-old girl, 17, 18, 19, 20, and heard the argument, didn't believe that it was an argument in church. Because I would have never thought that an argument would be going around in the church until I was listening. And the person who I was paying attention to and listening to in the church was the preacher. But then when I heard a sister out the sister board yelled across the room inside the church of the Lord, said something. And me, I'm a listener. I looked to the right at the sister board with the pretty hats on her head, expensive hat. Said something to the preacher, and then I looked to the left. Somebody yelled out and said something. And I like, what's going on? Then I looked at the preacher. Somebody that's supposed to send the right message to you. Them people arguing in church, y'all. That turned my back on going to church. But it didn't stop me from praying. So I want to tell anybody out there, prayer changes. Prayer works. I don't care how many times, how long you got to wait. You better not give up. You better get up out that bed and go look for a job every day. I don't care how many applications you put in. Maybe the Lord don't think you ready for that job. What are you doing to be prepared? What are you doing to prepare yourself for that job? What are you doing to prepare yourself for life? What are you doing? God got something for you. I ain't going to say that word no more. I'm not going to say his name no more. Pray. Prayer works. prayer works. But are you ready for it? Are you ready for your blessings? All right, Mark, pay attention. Now, are you ready? Are you ready for what's going on with you? Do you know what's going on with you? Do you know what you're going through? Do you know why you're going through that? Or do you know why you're going through that? There are people out here that needs help. There are people out here don't even want to help themselves. They always got their hand out for you. They always expect for you to do something for them. They don't realize sometimes you need their help. And you don't even want to help them. You always got your hand out for somebody to help you, but you ain't even try to pick that phone up and say, hey, do you need me to take you to the store? Or do you need for me to give you $5? Why is it that it have to have something to happen to you for people to be sitting there, be sitting right there at your funeral and then care nothing about you the whole time, but instead of crying and sniffing? But here you is alive, and then you ask for their help and you couldn't get their help. Y'all need to stop with the fake show and keep it real. You're out there. People, you can change. It's something good about to happen to you. But see, when that good happened to you, don't you mess it up. Don't mess it up. You don't pick and choose how you want a situation to happen. Only thing that you can pick up is the decision and the choices that you make. You can't make the law, people. Y'all people trying to change the law and let the law benefits you. No, the law don't work like that, y'all. It don't work like that. It's no way I can be selfish. We living right now in a selfish world. Selfish. You don't even want to believe that you're selfish. You rather for somebody else in your family to help you, but then you can't be there for them. That's selfish. When people, when a person who don't have it at that time, and you can't pick that phone up and say, I'm about on my way to the store. You want to ride to the store? You don't even do that. But soon as when something happen to you, they there for you, but you're not there for them. That ain't fair, y'all. So something good gonna happen to the people who don't beg, who pray. Things gonna happen good to you. See, long as I got a roof over my head, I'm cool. I'm cool. Long as I got a roof over my head and ain't broke, I'm good. And paid my bills, I'm good, Lord. But selfishness is what we're dealing with in this world. And when you call them selfish, it's really kind of like take them out because they know that's what they are. Because they want you to do for them, but they can't do for you. That's not fair, y'all. That's not fair. You know that. You got no car. You know your cousin need a babysitter to watch them kids while they go to work. And you'll say no. I'm going to tell you something about me. I ain't broke. Might not have a car, but I ain't broke. On my head, been here 25 years doing good, and ain't going to let nobody step and mess up my money. Because when he blessed me with what I got, I guarantee ain't nobody going to mess it up. I ain't worrying about a materialistic thing. Shoot, I ride a bicycle, a scooter. My cousin, real. See, I ain't the only one. I went in my pocket the other day and donate $150 to my niece. Now let me tell you something. Because that girl would jump for me anytime I need her. She know I ain't got no transportation. She know I had transportation. She know I can get transportation. She know I ain't worrying about no transportation. Everybody I know got a car. And I will help her fix her car. She asked that she need help with her car. You know the reason why I helped her? Because she always helped me. She ain't selfish. But then the other selfish people in your life want you to jump for them. If people ain't there at my works, thank you, they don't deserve me at my best. That's the truth. I ain't changing for you. I'm changing for me. And guess what? I'm going to continue helping my niece. Because that girl, when I ain't got it, she jumps. I don't ask her. She asks me. That's a blessing. So those who out there trying to get a job, those who out there trying to change, the God ain't gonna give it to you that easy. Because see, you don't trip too many times. But don't give up, keep praying. But you gotta get up out your butt and go cut somebody grass. Get that lawnmower and go cut them people grass. Don't start up so high trying to charge them that much. Start low. And I bet you'll progress. Go clean up houses, ladies. Ask your neighbor. It's a lot of old people ain't able to get up and go to the store and to put their garbage can on the street. And to give you something to keep in your pocket until you keep on doing good. Only person can answer to you is the Lord. People don't want to hear that, y'all. They don't want to see y'all succeed. They don't want to see y'all get better. But Lanita gonna tell y'all how to do good. You got to get that evil out your life. It's good, y'all. We got a beautiful world out here, beautiful life out here. I got good neighbors. We've been here for years. I got some young people stay in my neighborhood right behind. They ain't loud. They got a cute dog. They camp alike. Them young girls in there working. They work. You got to block negativism out your life. It's a beautiful country, y'all. We still got good people in this world. But y'all keep on letting them devils beat y'all. Stay positive. I ain't never been the type had millions of friends. I don't trust people. I trust my children. And I trust my one best friend I got. And she had a stroke and she ain't able to move around like she used to. That is the truth. I have a non-profit business where I help the elderly, see that, in my neighborhood. Feeling, watching there. See what she do? That see, to the point it's gonna be blessed. Boy, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Can I tell y'all? I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. Ain't nothing I say is a lie. I don't charge people for everything that I do for them. Because I'm going to be blessed. For those who ain't working and those who got their kids and trying to do good, and you living with your mama, and you living with your mom and dad, or living with your mother, help her around the house. Help her keep the house clean. If you know how to paint. Clean the yard. She'll throw you something. But don't stop putting in the application just to buy cigarettes. She ain't your friend because I ain't buying you no cigarette and taking care of your habits. No, I ain't buying it. You work for it. I ain't giving you nothing free. You work for it. That's why I appreciate my mods. 'Cause they know I ain't lying. I'm gonna tell y'all what people don't want to see y'all do. People out here don't want to see you. So if you worry about what people think about you and what people say about you, you ain't gonna succeed. A success is very good. Get your education, stop dropping out of school, young boys. Cause that's what they want y'all to do, to drop out of school. That's why they said when you turn 16, you can do this and you can do that. I couldn't believe that S was true until I sat there and worked for the Board of Education and saw y'all can just sign yourself out of school. You know what you just did? You just signed yourself out of failure. See, when your dad had quit back in the days in school and your mama quit, they didn't quit for that. They mama had 10 or 9, 11, 12, 13 children, so they had to go to work. They ain't just drop out of school, they went to work. Y'all dropping out of school to damn rob folks and steal. Not to support. Something good is about to happen to you. Don't give up, baby. It gonna take 13 years. If it have to take 13 years, but then them years you drop, you failed. And he was watching, the Lord was watching you at the whole time. Say, I can't watch over you. He the only one can see anything. I don't care how many religions that y'all choose or what y'all talking about. Guess what? All of us up on the same Lord. All of us on the same God. Y'all just gave it a different. I ain't about to get into that. So that is so disrespectful. Are they a Christian? That's not you for you to judge what they are. And that's not for you to judge a person because of their preferences. Just because they are blood and not a crib, and not a crib and not a blood. We are the most judgmental country. Y'all used to didn't be this bad. Even when you put in the application, you go in there when you have your interview online, dress yourself up for success. But don't put in that application if you're not ready to handle that responsibility of that job. Don't do that. That's the wrong job that you sign up for. You got to remember your application ain't the only application that apply for that job. Usually they already don't pick who they want for that job, y'all. But they have to put the application out there so they can say that they did do what they supposed to do. But sometimes they already got who they want for that job. Stop, Camper. Hey, excuse me, y'all. Y'all see Camper Minute down here on my phone. I'm looking at him. So that job wasn't even meant for you. Y'all, it's so many jobs that I'd applied for and I got them, but they weren't going with the time for my kids. Okay, baby. Those times that they gave me for my job to work, it was some good jobs, good paying money job. But I can't leave my kids in the house overnight. Just because they old enough to know to get up and go to school and I get off and work at 7 a.m. in the morning. No. I need to see what's going on. Something good about to happen to you. But stop falling in between the years. Every time you trip and fall, that counts. Every time you mess up, that counts. And you know what you got to do, y'all? And the reason why you haven't succeeded yet is because you ain't erased block the past. Block what happened in the past. Stop bringing up the same thing that happened in the past. Block it. Throw it away. Burn it up. Get away from it. Leave it alone. Leave your past alone. Well, I was in it. I was in it because of my past. Because you ain't still ain't left the past alone. Look toward the future. What do you do to better your future? What are you doing right now to better your future without following behind somebody else? Some of y'all don't. Y'all are. It's a lot of y'all people are followers. You're not leaders. I would have been a leader. That's why I was captain of the flag girl, captain of the softball team, captain of the uh, 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 track team, won bicycle races, and got most versatile out of my class. Tell you a lot about me. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. Cause my friends want to go around there and pick on somebody else. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I always told my best friend, I don't trust the person she will, and she can do better by herself. She never listened to me. Now she in a situation. She can't even walk with me. She in a situation where she had the worst stroke. She can talk to me on the phone. She know what I'm saying, but she can't talk English back. Only because she didn't listen to me. She doing good. I still check on her, but I can't be there like that. Cause I wasn't like that. I wasn't there like that at first. I was just praying for her. See, anytime you got a best friend, a true best friend, like a sister, and y'all watch each other kids grow up, and somebody try to push you away from her life because they know that you can see in. You see what they doing. They'll try to get rid of you. They'll try to get rid of you because you see too much. So they're going to slow your communication down with hers or his. Until something happened, now you want to be around your friend who was trying to talk to you. Y'all got to open up y'all eyes and stay focused. Because y'all been distracted. Something good is about to happen to somebody. I don't know why. I don't know. I ain't no spiritual leader, but something about to happen good to somebody who always happens to somebody else. See, when you steal and take from somebody else, something that belongs to somebody else, you ain't gonna have no luck. But when you stop doing that and change and pray about it, then you'll have luck. But you gotta make sure you finish with that though. You can't just jump back into what you used to. Ain't no way in the world you supposed to be in your 50s and still stealing cars. It's no way. If you're gonna stay with your mom and dad, you need to be taking care of your mother and father, not your mother and father taking care of you. You always got an excuse. And then I hear I heard a woman say, "Oh God, I thought God wasn't gonna let nothing happen to my child, and God this it ain't got nothing to do with God. It got something to do with you. You can't. How in the world you gonna say God did this and God, and it ain't always the devil's fault. It's your fault. How about that? Stay right there, guys. Stay right there. Yeah. Get that outside. Get on right now, let me tell you something. It's a lot of people wants to be around their kids They want their children. They want to do better. Pick them up on the weekend. Spend time with them. Tell them to bring that book back so you can see what they're doing in school. Kids want discipline. Show them love. Go and help them do something. All your kids got different personalities. You got a personality. Something good gonna happen to you. Keep doing good. Stop tripping and falling. Keep doing good, y'all. You're doing good. Don't give up. And when you trip and fall and be selfish, it's just you. You're selfish. You're selfish. You know you're selfish. Ain't no way in the world I can stay around the corner about like 5 minutes away or 10 minutes away from my kin people. And I can't say, when I go to the grocery store, I'm selfish. I can't say, just because I don't feel like it, you don't need a ride to the store. You know they're going to pay you. Selfish. Selfish. Or you see your mama in there, ain't able to get up and cook her nothing to eat. Ain't able to clean the house up. Like, ain't no way in the world I can be looking at TV and your house messed up. You can't clean up. You see something on the floor, you can't pick it up. A living room's supposed to look like a living room. A kitchen's supposed to look like a kitchen. A bedroom's supposed to look like a bedroom. The bathroom's supposed to look like a bathroom. Ain't no way in the world. I'd be too ashamed to call 911 in my house junkie. Ain't no way in the world. In order to have something, y'all got to do for people. You got to do for people. You got to do for yourself. Ain't nothing free. And you wonder why you ain't got no job right now. You ain't trying to fix yourself up. Get a haircut. You know how to cut your own hair. If you don't, you better learn. They got YouTube. You know how to take a bath and look presentable. Y'all don't got lazy. You can't ask for help and be lazy at the same time. They don't want to hear that truth, y'all. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the facts. You the only one know who you are. You the only know. See, one thing about me, I'm a winner. I don't need numbers. I'm not used to numbers to make me win. See, numbers don't make me win. Me make me wins. Y'all stuck into percentages. I'm stuck into life. See, when the way I was raised, it wasn't no numbers. It wasn't no percentages. It was goals. It was skills. It was surviving. It was responsibility. If you're not ready for no responsibility, leave it alone. God, lady. And just because you missed out on your life don't mean your generation should miss out on their life. And some of the way some of y'all live, I wouldn't even tell none of my kin people none of my little young nieces and nephews how I live. Children how I live. I say something positive so they won't follow my step. Y'all, we seen a boy do something yesterday. I left my phone at home and I was talking to some people and they said, oh, oh my God, that little boy broke that whole branch. That branch from the tree, it fell down on the ground. He was swinging. I missed it because I was looking at them and they said, oh my God, that whole branch, that boy was swinging on that branch until he knocked it down. No, what happened was the oak on the tree was old. And the tree that the little boy was swinging from fell down. And so we walked over there, a guy and I, Camper. The guy and I walked over there to the tree. Hold on, y'all. Camper. Let me get. So what? So what, Camper? Come here. Come here. Come here. So, and start looking over there. So, we got out the car. We walked over there to the tree branch. And you know the first thing I said when I saw this tree branch? I said, oh, the oak on the tree was old. That little boy didn't knock that tree down. So I said, are you all right? They said, are you all right? I didn't know. It was getting dark out there. I don't like to be nowhere when it get dark. I like to be in the light time. I'm a daytime woman. I got to see. So we seen the mama and the daddy. And I said, that's your son? Is he okay? And she said, yeah. She said, I seen what happened. And I said, look like the oak on the tree was old. That's why he fell. Is he all right? That's the only thing I was worried about with the child, okay? So when the boy fell out the tree and ran away, and then the guy said, I saw you fall out that tree. He pointed at my nephew. And then I said, oh, no, he wasn't the one that fell out the tree. And I said, no, that's my nephew. See, daylight. I like to deal with daylight. I said, no, that wasn't my nephew, but he did run. I don't know. That wasn't him, though. Cause my little niece was with him. My thing is this, y'all. Keep praying. Keep praying. Things gonna get better for you. Things will get better for you. Be your own boss. Maybe you don't wait too old to try to get a job at the age of 50. If I'm 50 and I try to get a job, I don't put in all applications. You better go to the grocery store. Can I tell you something about retail people in the grocery store? They make money, but baby, be ready to work. Be ready to work at them grocery stores. They work. You hear me? Whew. Jesus. Them people at them retail store, at them grocery stores, and those stores where they stand on their feet all day long and take their little breaks. I got to give it to y'all. Y'all can have it. So watch what you're putting, when you're filling out your application, watch what you putting down there on your application. You sure you ready to stand up and work hard like them people? It's something about the floors. You got to get the right shoes because you're walking on concrete. So you got to give into a job if you want to keep that job to take care of your responsibility. It's not fair for your mama or your auntie or your grandma to take care of your responsibility. You need to take care of your own responsibility. Y'all don't want to hear that. I ain't never seen no grown people in their 30s. Or either 28, 29, 30s. From 28 on up. The reality haven't hit them yet on the real world. They like drama. Stay away from drama if you ain't trying to change. See, the holiday coming up. Holiday's about to come up. Y'all remember when we used to go to Halloween trick-or-treating and they made that song with the Ghetto Boys? Halloween with the... Hey, baby. Hello. We're trick-or-treating. And I was scared of Halloween. I thought Halloween was celebrating the devil. I ain't lying. I thought Halloween was celebrating the devil. And then I was my only mama child. I was the only child that my mama had that would think outside the box. I was the type that thinks outside the box. I was scared of Halloween. I thought we were celebrating the devil. And I and my mama, while we celebrating the devil. That's just the kind of child I was, y'all. I was so into a lot of religion early, but I asked my mama, I said, Mom, why are we celebrating the devil? And she told me I shouldn't be asking all kind of questions. Because I'm the type of I'm the type of person that always asks questions. Because she told me, she said, anything you don't know, you need to ask. She told me that. So I asked the question. I said, why are we celebrating the devil, Mama? And then we sit in the living room, y'all. That's when I'm staying. My grandmama stayed on the west side. My grandmama from the west side of Atlanta on a nice street where the community got together. And you could knock on their door and get trick-or-treat candy. Because they weren't going to do nothing to us. Y'all don't have no community now. Y'all people need to stop being selfish and build your community. See, it was with my hey, baby, it sure is peaceful. Hey, y'all, our community, we used to have on my grandmama's house. They had the same stuff in their yard, like the same reindeer. Everybody got the same post of a reindeer for Christmas. Y'all ain't doing that no more. Y'all ain't doing that no more. But guess what? Be honest with you, y'all still got them. Y'all still got it. All depends on the way you raise your kid. We still got them days. We still got those days. Because what goes around comes around. And we got to stop telling them that the community is there. Your community is still there. Those days are still here, but they are differently. Those days are still here. But it's moved, they just changed the way they do things. You still got community. We still got a community out here. I've been here 25 years, and the same 25 people who been here longer than me, they still here. And we got a good community. I can let my window up and let my window stay up all night and go spend the night. And ain't got to worry about Spider-Man climbing up in there. I ain't got nothing in there Spider-Man can take. We, as the older people, got to find ways to community. Only thing we can do is for our community. Don't give up on your community. You got to know who stay next door. See, when I get ready to see the girl next door, I want to tell her, why is that man got that air conditioning in his window and he's not no longer there? He don't put no air conditioning in his window like I do. That make me think that somebody's staying in that house right there. Yeah, right here. That air conditioning in his window. That old man, when he died, he ain't never had no air conditioning in his window. He ain't air conditioning like me. I got that right there because my unit need changing down there. That's an old unit. I ain't worried about that unit right now because I'm cold with that air conditioning on. I cut that off. We, as a community, has to protect our children. I reported two. Y'all remember when I told y'all I reported 3 little kids. And when I finished with them, they thought they were living with their grandmama. And it was so funny. They trying to make me. You know what? When you remember back in the days, people used to give us $1. Here go $1 for you. Here go $1 for you. Here go $1 for you. Okay, Jason, be respectful. Okay, we cannot talk about them and them, but let's be respectful so we won't have no problem in the chat. Okay? How you doing today? I walked them children around there to their mama because I was the type of people that you remember when we were coming up, folks say, here go y'all $1, buy y'all something. You can be a stranger in the neighborhood. Hey, buy all of us ice cream. Them kids were trying to tell me when to buy them an ice cream and then start bringing children knock on my door. When you disturb me out my sleep, you don't make the biggest mistake in the world when you wakes me up. Hold on, y'all. I got to put him in timeout for a minute. I ain't got time. Golly, I got to charge my phone up. Hold on, y'all. I got to charge my phone up. God, dog it. I got to plug my phone up. Come on, y'all. In the house. Hold on, y'all. I got to go in the house and plug my phone up. Come on, compliment. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to have to stand up and talk to y'all. Come on, man. Yeah, I got to charge my phone. Hold on for a second. I'm going to take this thing down so bad and put me a curtain up here. Hold on, y'all, for a second. Hold on. Whew. So it like this. I don't waste no time. I don't waste no time. I don't waste no time with people. I don't waste time with people. I don't waste time with them. Cause when I get them a chance. But look, anyway. But I'm gonna try to tell y'all this. As a community, y'all lazy. And y'all that's y'all community. That's your community. Y'all run y'all community. Don't nobody run your community but you. You run your community. When I took them children, when I got so tired talking to them children who were knocking on my door, I knew their mama had to be at work. Because they were coming over here every Sunday. Y'all remember? Those who've been with me, they remember. When them kids were coming to my house, knocking on my door, waking me up. When you wake me up, you in trouble. Hold on, y'all. When you wake me up, you in trouble. I am not the type, I am not the person. Hey, Evelyn, I am not the person for you to wake up out their sleep. Them children knocked on my door and I told them a couple of times, y'all, as a community person and a grandmama and a mama. And my children didn't do it in the community. Your children not gonna do it in my community. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get careful. Hold on. them kids to their mammy. Hey, baby, I took those kids to their mother. I said, look now, it got to be a mama somewhere because it's children. So I don't like my children grown and my young kids young. I ain't gonna keep talking to your children. Since I've been in this community 25 years, and you may have been here longer than me, I ain't the kind of lady who gonna sit here with my mouth shut. I know how to talk nice to them and everything. I got in my car. I said, look, y'all come get in my car. I'm about to take y'all to y'all mama. Because something ain't right. Y'all over my house and I ain't got my children grown. And I ain't about to get no headache for nobody else's children either. I said, nah, I was going to get them a ride, y'all, but the Lord told me to make them walk. Because they got to stay on the next street over. They don't even stay on our street. I ain't going to tell you what I said. Well, I was talking like a grandma all the way to that goddamn cotton picking house it is. And when I knocked on that door, I got out that car like a woman in this community, real nice. Because the person who came to the door was real nice. I know how to talk to people. I said, yo, children, I said, this your son? And then he said, no, that's my, I thought it was a girl. I said, that's your daughter. I said, and he said, no, that's my brother. I said, what? That's a boy. Y'all bad enough they already done climbed my fence, messing with, climbing my fence. And I'm a nice person, so that's what made me take them to their mama, because they don't jump over my yard. They don't took the people that ladder over there in their yard and cross over my yard to go out my fence to the other side. So you don't, what's up way too fast? So what happened? I cussed the little child out all the way home, but I wasn't cussing like that. I was cussing like a grandmama. Like, I'm tired of talking to you. I don't tired of talking. You know how grandmamas talk? Grandmamas talk so nice, but they mean what they say. You know how grandmama talk? And I just drove my little car. And so when I got over there, the boy told me, oh, you ain't lying, because he hard-headed. And then I said, who? She? He said, no, that's first of all, yeah, then he said, no, that's a boy. I said, oh my God, that's a boy? He said he's so hard-headed. That what the brother said. The brother was the same age to me. I said, I've been in this neighborhood 25 years. Ain't never had no problem. Nobody never had to knock on my door about my children. They said they thought I was the lady on the other street up, where they did this before. And I said, let me speak to your mama. Let me speak to their mama. Say she at work, and so they gave me her number. Me and the mama were laughing on the phone, because I guess she about the same age as one of my daughter. I said, I cussed his ass. I thought that was a boy. So I was really I thought it was a girl, so I was being light on the girl. And I said, girl, I cussed you. I said a lot to the mama that I can't say to y'all. And me and the mama laughed. She was laughing at me because she got a mama herself, and she know what I was talking about. But my thing is community. You people out your community have to know how to reach these parents. And the lady was at work. And I told her oldest son, I said, I was going to buy them ice cream. She said, he told me, the oldest son, don't be buying them no ice cream. He don't deserve that. That boy's so bad. He said, he talked about his own brother. He said, he's so bad. The boy was like, his brother was like 30. About like 29 or 30. And he said, don't you be spending your money buying no ice cream. You got to buy them nothing. They hard-headed. And then they don't even supposed to be over there on your street. And so, anyway, I talked to the mama. It's take a community these days. But going back to the topic is, in order for you to want changes, you have to make changes. You have to be truthful to yourself. Are you ready for this new job? Are you ready for this new life that's ahead of you? Are you ready? I don't care if it takes 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. You need to show proof of what you're doing to try to change your life. What are you doing to try to change to be successful? It ain't too late. It's not too late. Now I know they don't want to hire nobody 50. They don't want to hire nobody 50 unless you got all the skills and the credential that you need. They ain't looking for old folks. So once you get 40, you needed to show them that you still got that spark in you and you still got this in you, that you can do that job. Stop signing up for jobs you ain't ready for. That's why you ain't getting the job. I don't put in 11 applications and they hired my friends. That's what y'all say. You got to understand why they hired your friend. Why they ain't hired you. See, when you put in an application, there are other applications in this book. I would word the ass out of you. When I know I needed those points for my Social Security, but I get retirement, I get a pension. But still, I wanted my Social Security days when I did work. I don't care if it was a $200, $300, I want $130 something. I want my money. So I'm going to work 6 months. And I proved myself, even though my application, I don't know these damn folks ain't called me. I don't need but 6 months of work. So I went in retail, never did retail before, didn't know y'all worked that hard. Whew. I got to give it to y'all retail people. Y'all in the world, y'all stay on y'all feet all day long. Whoa. And I wasn't there for 6 months in retail, y'all. I ain't never did no retail work. I'm going to have to give a shout out to the retail people. I was a county worker. Well, I ain't never stood on my ankle when my ankle about to break loose because I ain't have on the right shoes. So I'm going to have to give it to the people who work in these grocery stores. Woo. Ooh-wee. If you ain't ready to stand on your feet long, don't get no grocery store job. They make good money. Good pension. Good money. But if you ain't ready to stand up on your feet, don't do that. I like to cry for my ankles. So, don't give up. Prayer changes. Prayers work. You, the one, got to believe in those prayers. You got to believe in those changes. Are you ready for them changes? Stop depending on your grandmama and your mama money, and your grandpapa money, and your auntie money. That's their money. They work for that money. They ain't none of your money. But if you do something around the house, you can't chill around the house like your grandmama and your grandpappy doing, and your auntie doing. You can't chill around the house. They work. Oh, they need to sit down sometimes. You don't supposed to sit down. I ain't about to retire. I've been retired 2019, and I'm about to retire him by myself. Me and them dogs. I ain't got time for it. I done been through it. I done been through all the changes necessary. It wasn't good, and it wasn't bad. But I'm a hustler. I did what I had to do until I can do what I had to do. Stop making up excuses and stop thinking one thing. And then you got a family member who's down, get up and pick them up. But you got to help them too. I don't know why people so selfish. Why they selfish? They always want you to give. And they don't want to do a darn thing for you. Woo! Sometimes God ain't gonna bless you. You can't get mad at him. You got to go halfway. See, y'all, I'm about to believe in the God, Lord Jesus, and this and that and that. No, you need to do something for yourself. I don't know why the Lord did this to me. I don't know why the Lord ain't took your child from you. The Lord ain't did nothing to you. The Lord ain't did nothing to you, you doing it to you. I just don't know, he took my baby away from me. You know, you took your baby away from you. Don't worry like that, people. Don't worry like that, people. The Lord didn't give me this job. The Lord know I need this job. I got these children to raise. They don't work like that. Don't work like that. What you do to help the Lord? He just a blessing for you. What did you do to try to get this job? Is the job the right time that they need? Or why you put in for that time and you know that you got to be there for them kids? Just because grandmama at the house, now you need to be there at the house, not the grandmama. See, one thing y'all got to understand is don't live for the grandmama and the granddaddy and the auntie because they got their business together. Live for yourself. Oh, I believe in the Lord, and the Lord took my baby away from here. Now I got to try to get a job, and he won't give me this blessing. What? Don't worry about that. Who told you that? So don't be disrespectful to ask people they are Christian. What matter with that? That's not your business. It's nobody's job to ask nobody about their religions, about their faith. That's disrespectful. Things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason, people. You can't ask for a change and you ain't ready for that change. You ain't ready to go through what you need to do for that change. Then leave that change where it is. See, a lot of people out here think they don't got away with murder. But no, what they doing, they are building your case. They are building your case. And they watching you. Because they know who they looking for. So you're not going to get that job. And they know that you ain't being honest with yourself. What Lanita talking about? But Lanita is trying to tell people, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up and watch what you're praying for. You can't ask God to pray for something that kind of miracle you ask him for. You asking for too much. You need to do that part and let him just do the blessing part for you. Lord can't give you no $1 million, no $1,000. You got to go out there and try to get it yourself. And he just somebody there's a blessing that's sitting there waiting to help you. I don't know where y'all getting y'all source and information from. I wouldn't dare disrespect nobody to ask them questions. The Lord took my daughter. I depended on the Lord. What? The Lord ain't got nothing to do with your daughter. You got something to do with your daughter. Why you weren't there for your daughter when she needed you? Now you want to sit up in the funeral home with a black hat on your head and a black dress, and you want them to pray about it. That ain't the Lord's fault. That's your selfishness. People be waiting on you to go away from him. Got a good man, keep him. Got a good woman, keep her. Because what y'all asking for out here is artificial. If you looking for an artificial relationship, an artificial job, you ain't gonna get it. You got a mama, you got a father, and you got a grandmama, you got a sister, brother trying to tell you right. You need to listen. It's no way you can blame the devil and you doing the devil work. Then you call the good people, like your folks who trying to help you and your children and the police and everybody else, you trying to call them the devil. What are you? You did the crime. What it makes you? People are trying to help you. And you know what? It's just not that everybody think I want to have my way. It's not that I want to have my way, y'all. It's just like, it's just some stuff I don't understand. But when a person come back and explain to me what's going on, I understand. But you got to really realize that everybody not in your situation. If you're on a job and you're on a job training, if you don't want to train nobody, you're on the wrong job. Don't give me, why y'all making this job so hard to train when it's easy and simple? I know y'all want to go by the ropes and the rules and the regulations. You ain't going by the rules. So why you training me the rules for the job and you ain't following the rules yourself? I can't wait to collaborate with this particular person. I don't spoke to him before. Very nice person. I'm not gonna tell y'all. Very nice man. He said he wished me luck. And all y'all people who wish me luck on my channel, thank you. All you mods who took in and came here and helped me, thank you. Because what you do for me, I can't pay you now, but you'll get paid later in the future. It ain't about the numbers, it ain't about the money, it's about the business. What can I do? Camper, leave her alone. Please, Camper. Leave her alone. He always want a treat for free. Looking at me. I try not to laugh, y'all. I try not to laugh. It'd be so funny and so, woo. He just sitting here aggravating me for a treat. So he gonna mess with his sister. Aggravate his sister. Leave her alone, her sweet self. She a sweet little dog. You're a sweet little boy. but you hard-headed. Sit down, Camper. I love these dogs. I just want to tell y'all that you got to pray. And when you're ready to change, you got to get rid of that package you got. But if you're in a situation where this situation is not healthy for you, then you need to get out of this situation. It's not that nobody wants you to be with that person. It's no use to me changing if I'm still dealing with what I'm dealing with. I got to make my decision and pray, go stay for a minute, get up out my butt and go get me a job. There ain't nothing free. Y'all I ain't never lived getting nothing free. Ever since I was 16, I was still working. I was in school. I was still doing something on the side, cleaning up somebody's house. You made money cleaning up people's house. You made money with a lawnmower. I used to give these two little boys some money to cut my grass. It didn't need cutting. I done gave money to kids. And I looked at them in the mirror in the car and see, no, they ain't got to be no kin to me. You got to work for it. Just like them kids out there on the street working for it. I gave that little boy some money. He looked at what I gave him. He like, damn, he showed his friend. And that put a smile on my face. Because I put a smile on somebody else's face. I ain't got to do nothing for my kin people. I do something for somebody who appreciate me. Not only when they need. Don't come to me when you in need. I ain't got it like that. You got to work for it. It's still a good world out there, y'all. What goes around comes around. But when it goes around and you stop it, it's still the same. It's still the same. Hey, what's up, Denzel? Things still the same. It's just, y'all, it ain't no curse. It's not a curse. It's not a curse. It's a decision and a choice. It's a decision and a choice that you made. I'm so happy right now, y'all. I'm so blessed. I ain't got to tell nobody. Don't ever ask me if I'm a Christian Baptist. That ain't your business. It ain't got nothing to do with the choice and the decisions that I made. As long as we got a good understanding and everything, God don't bless me. Listen to people who don't live to be 66, 50, 40, 80, 90, 100, 102. And still look good, baby. I ain't asked you. I know. If you got a grandmother out there and you disrespecting your grandmama, you ain't gonna have no luck getting rid of grandma. You ain't gonna have no luck disrespecting your grandmama. You don't know what grandmama going through. I just can't believe family. Simpson, why you want to know who grandmama is this? Why you want to know? See what I mean? See the distraction, y'all? Whose grandmama is this? That's just a distraction. I ain't gonna block you because I got mine. You ain't saying nothing wrong yet. It's me. Who child are you? I ain't fussing. I ain't gonna do that one-on-one stuff, y'all. There are a lot of people want you to do that one-on-one talk. I ain't about to do that one-on-one talk with nobody. You go fuss at your wife. You go fuss at your husband. You go fuss at whatever you do. I'm not gonna entertain nobody one-on-one. No, I'm not gonna do it. They want me to talk to them, y'all, one-on-one. Because they like me. That's why they dropped up in here. See, the distracted people like me. They like me. They jealous. Because I'm telling y'all stuff to let y'all know that it's all good. Man, who grandmama is this? Well, who mama is this? You lucky my son ain't in here. My son be in the chat sometime. And he'll stray you slick like me. Sons. Thousands of sons. And my mods. Man, it's a whole big thing around me. Good angels. Who grandmama is this? Who your grandmama is? See what I mean? Y'all see what we dealing with mental health. Mental health is serious. Mental illness is serious. Choices and decisions are serious. Judgmental is serious. Those who trying to do good for yourself, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Don't let the glasses fool you. The glasses are there. Y'all, I got my mind on some ice cream, and I ain't gonna disturb my son today. I want me some ice cream in the way I do and the way I don't. I gotta buy Christmas lights for my dogs. I got some things I want to get them for. I ain't gonna get them nothing for trick or treating. I will. I don't want to get them nothing for Halloween. I don't celebrate Halloween. But back in the day, we celebrate Halloween. But that's what our grandmama used to do. Grandmama used to say, everybody pull the candy, put everything out your bag, and let her go through it. She went through, my mama had 4 children. My grandma was all for our candy. And if she don't eat nothing, the apples, she made her throw the apples away. We used to love candy for trick-or-treating. Halloween. Kids supposed to have fun, y'all. Stop blocking the funds for the kids because you didn't have a good time. But be careful out there. See, in your community, I got a beautiful community. A beautiful community. People who cares. I ain't going to turn my light on for Halloween. I don't celebrate Halloween. Halloween is almost, my daughter, she said, everybody said it, a lot of people do. It's okay, it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. I like the designs. Nah, my son, no, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. No, y'all don't. Y'all so sweet. You know what I like? I like my beautiful subscribers. I love my mods. My mods is working with me. They can see what I do. Y'all so sweet. Y'all so sweet. They're so sweet. That's why I can't ask for no money. That's why I can't ask for no money, because y'all so sweet. I would rather for you to subscribe to the channel and get your membership. I did that. Y'all so nice. Y'all so nice. Y'all gonna be blessed one day. Keep helping people. That is so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all so sweet. Don't let nobody tell you you're not good. You're good. God sometimes work in a mysterious way. He put people in your life for a reason. He put people to talk to you all for a reason. He brought me here, and after I retired, I asked the guy that, like I told you, I worked for the county. I dealt with police officers, I dealt with county workers, and I worked with people and good people. And they told me, I said, well, y'all, I want a YouTube channel, but I don't know what to talk about. I don't want to beg for no money. I don't want none of that. I just want them to get their membership and stick with me. And I talked to a lot of police officers. They want to be teachers. I said, no, you don't. You think your job hard? I am dealing with people. You better keep arresting folks, either getting them tickets. You don't want to go in the school system, baby. Whew, that's a job when you got kids. And he said, you for real? Then I said, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie to you. Police so nice, y'all. I was in a car accident one morning. I was tired. I didn't see that car when I saw the car when I pulled out. But so happened that later pulled out when I pulled out. It was early in the morning. That's why I go to work early, because you don't never know what's going to happen early in the morning. I was tired, but I'm an early morning person, very early morning person. And I pulled out, so if I pulled out and you hit me, you accuse me. I don't argue. Police took me to work. He said, you want to go to work? I said, I can't miss no day. I got track practice. And I'm nervous, and I take a blood pressure pill. I'm early going to work anyway. I said, I had insurance. I ain't got to pay for her car. Her truck towed me up. And somebody found her, told that lady, said, why don't you ask the lady, is she all right? Not too far from me. That's a bad intersection. And she said, you all right? I said, yeah, but it looked like when you're on blood pressure and you hypertension, it's gonna make it look like you swimming because your blood pressure. The officer was so nice. He said, "You don't want to go home?" I said, I gotta go to school, man. I gotta go to work. These kids need me. If I be absent, they'll tear up that darn cotton picking school. And darn if I were absent, they tore up the school. I went to school, I turned out the lights. Anytime you got high blood pressure, when your blood pressure, hypertension, you'll turn out the lights. And I was in there taking a nap. I prayed. I had a good day. I won't worry about no car, because I was going to get a car, because I had full coverage insurance, good insurance. That's one thing I'm going to have, full coverage. When the officer asked me twice, you don't want to go home? I said, what am I going to go home for? I'm already early. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. I was early going to work. I said, I go to work. These kids need me, man. These kids need me. It even was my health. It should have been about my health. But I was so involved in everybody else's health instead of my health. See, y'all don't know what people on their jobs go out the way to do. See, y'all dog some of the teachers out, but there are teachers like me and others that goes out the way. There are other people on their job that will go out their way for people. There are grandparents, there are mothers, there are fathers. They'll go out the way. You're going to have luck. Don't give up. Don't get distraction, because on social media, the devil is devil. See, a lot of people can't explain themselves. A lot of people can't. I deal with mental and emotional health. I told y'all that I taught mental and emotional health. I taught everything dealing with health with the K through 12. See, you're gonna be blessed to the point. Way too fast in Zilzum. They volunteer. I go out the way. And the only problem that people have with me is because I don't agree with what you're saying about this person. When you say something about somebody and I don't agree with you, don't get mad at me because I don't agree with you. I'm going to tell you what they doing and I'm going to let y'all go. In Mo 3 case, just in case y'all don't know. Everybody know Mo 3? Mo 3 was the little rapper that's not here. Celeste Rivers Hernandez, Messiah Harris, they about to throw some recalls on this mother sucker. They about to throw some recalls on these cases. They trying to throw recalls. They watching y'all. They watching my channel too. They like what I'm saying. They about to throw some recalls on these cases. They about to throw some recalls on these cases. Don't say Lanita told you. I'm on my point, y'all. I'm way too smart. I pay attention. You don't know who I'm working with. You can run, but you can't hide. It's about to be some recalls in Mo 3, Naziah Harris, Celeste Rivers Hernandez case. Don't say I didn't tell y'all. And guess what? Somebody talking. I'm just saying, don't say I ain't. Nova? Who is Nova? Wait a minute, somebody brought up Nova. I ain't heard about Nova. See, to the point, that's who you should have been telling me who Nova. Wait a minute, somebody did bring up Nova. I seen that name somewhere. Email me about Nova. Because you know me, I'm going to do my research. No, I ain't know nothing about a girl named Nova. We cover so many cases. Email it to me. And you know me. I'm going to do my research. Henry Dinkins. S. Henry Dinkins. And Jonathan. S. Henry Dinkins and Jonathan Jarvis. Butts. Never heard of a girl named Nova. Never heard of a Nova case. Never heard of Nova. But Nova, if it's about justice, I'm going to talk about you, baby. I'm going to do my research. You better ask to the point. She know I'm about to jump on that mother sucker. I'm about to jump on that bandwagon so quick it don't even make no sense. Y'all can make it, people. If you're doing the right thing, you're going to make it. But do a favor for me. Just because you're a believer in God, he can't help your situation if you ain't helping your own situation. He can't help your situation if you're not helping your own situation. You got to help your own situation. I can't believe that God did me like this. Because you did yourself like that. You didn't tell him everything you did. Who grandmama did? Who granddaddy you are? Who your grandmama is? Y'all run over y'all grandmama. Y'all don't run over me. You may run over your grandmama. This one grandmama that you'll never run over. So go get your grandmama. You'll never run over that grandmama right here, baby. Got more sense than a jackrabbit. You'll never run over me. Ain't nothing old about me. Say what you want to say. I'm going to be a mama to all my kids out here in this world. Yes, sir. I'm sitting up here cleaning my coffee maker, y'all. While I'm talking to y'all, I'm cleaning up my coffee maker. Got my fingerprints all over this mother sucker. Y'all better start letting the devil distract y'all. He can't distract me because I'm stronger than the devil. And that guy, who grandmama that is? That everybody in the world, grandmama. I'm a strong grandmama. Grandmamas can run this world, baby. Who you gonna call when something happens to you? Grandma, call my grandma. Call my grandma. Who you gonna call? Call my grandma. Poland Zaya Harris can call her grandma. Ooh, I cleaned my little coffee machine with my fingerprint all over it. Stop being disrespectful, young people. You ain't gonna have no luck. I don't care if you locked up or not. Okay, you don't want to see nobody succeed. And the thing is, who is your mama? Who is your grandmama? If you ain't got now, then I'm a good grandmama to you. But you're gonna have to do for yourself. We all make mistakes. You can run, but you can't hide. That's why let me tell you something, and I'm about to let y'all go. I want to thank all of my subscribers and all my workers and my members. People don't got their memberships, young, old, it don't make no difference how old you are. Be a leader, not a follower. If you're a leader, don't believe me. I don't need you around me. If you're not a believer, don't be around me. Where your grandmama, where your granddad at? Where your papa? My daddy gone. My daddy made a strong woman out of me. My daddy made a strong woman out of me. If I want to know about a man, you know who I went to? My daddy. Now, I'm at the age now, if I ain't tag team to what my daddy taught me about a man, then that's me. I ain't go to my mama to ask my mama nothing about no man. I went to my dad. And then if you don't have a dad, find you a man, a good man that will tell you. It's people, y'all got more sources than we ever had. Y'all got more sources out here than we ever had. There are a lot of people waiting on your hand. Pull your hand to help you. If you're not a listener, if you're not a believer, and stop being disrespectful. That's why you ain't getting nowhere, because you're so disrespectful. You're a controller. And one person you can't control is me. Okay? You ain't no control. You don't control me. You control everybody else out there, but you don't control me. And baby, you need to keep praying. I'm out here, y'all. Keep praying. Prayer do works, y'all. Prayer do works. Don't ask nobody the same age you are. If you 15, if you 20, 21, ask people my age. We made it. Ask people who in their 50 and 40s. They made it. 30s, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Ask those people. Ask those people who survive on this earth. Do it work? You can't ask nobody the same age you are. They don't know. They just getting into the business. They just getting into the business. They don't know what work. Why y'all asking somebody young in their 20s and they can't even get out of their 20s? If you're in your 20s, you better ask somebody older how they got where they are now. It ain't got to do with no who mama that is, who grandma. Well, see, just because you ain't have what they had, it's a lot of people jealous because you got a grandmama, that you got a mother, that you got a father, that you got an uncle, that you got people that you can go to. They can run to them too. I don't forget what my daddy taught me. I'm happy, y'all. I'm so happy. I ain't never been this happy to raise them kids. I don't raise all 5 of them easily. Time did get hard at times. But they grown. I made it. If I made it, you can make it. Cherish your children. Your children is a magnet. That's supposed to make you change, to make you think, to make responsible decisions. If it wasn't for them, it wasn't for the Lord. Of course, mamas cry. Of course, daddies cry. I'm happy, y'all. I'm so happy. There's so many men want to get with me. I don't want to get with nobody. I don't want to get with nobody. I just want friendship. I just want to laugh. I just want to talk. If you ain't for me to laugh and talk, I don't want you. I ain't looking for no relationship. I'm just happy. And ain't nobody about to come in this time, in this period, in this generation, in my life, to mess up what I got going on. I'm happy. Whew. If you happy, then you know it, clap your hand. If you're a man or a woman, you are blessed. And I'm so glad that some of my uh, hallelujah. Ain't no shame in my game either. I'm blessed that I got these men and these women for moderators. Ain't no shame in the game, baby. It's only thing keeping it real. Keeping it real. You hear me? Keeping it real. You gonna make it. Stay away from those evil people. No way Kanika Jenkins could have walked in a freezer. It's no way that Celeste Rivers should be in a trunk, wrapped up. It's no way Naziah Harris, we don't know what's going on with her case. It's no way. No way. No way. Thank you, George. It's no way that Diamond and her sister gone from Chicago. It's no way. Henry Dinkins still in jail. It's no way. Two boys. Y'all, I met a man in the park. I'm gonna let y'all go though. Well, I can't think of this other boy name. He in my mind, but he's not there. Who shot his best friend in the back of that car and got out the car and walked away like it wasn't nothing. Like he was the king of the nation. It's no way. And it's strange how our young people listen to each other, but they ain't listen to the grown people. They ain't listen to the grown people. You ain't listen to your grandmama, your granddaddy, and your uncle, and your auntie, and y'all ain't listening. You're hard headed. But I hope y'all make it to C66. I never thought I'd retire in my life. 66? And I'm still here to talk about it. These are people who making it in the world. Once you hit 30, you should be be able to walk right and everything. When you hit 40, and I'm more help for you, you supposed to be doing it yourself. How you still doing the same thing you did when you were 39 and you in your 40s? 50s? You supposed to be able to communicate to other young people. Listen, y'all falling in the trap of the devil. Y'all are falling in the trap. Stay out of that trap. Listen to your grandmama. Listen to your mama and your daddy who's trying to change. But then too, you better pick and choose who to listen to. Because a lot of people are trying to set you up. Your own folks. Your own folks hating on you. Still mad at you and ain't telling you that. If it weren't for you, then they wouldn't be in that situation. And that's a good situation they partner was in. But they don't want you. Y'all better open y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Y'all better use common sense. Common sense is still out there. It just being ignored. Common sense has been ignored. Y'all figure that if y'all can't win, y'all jump on the devil's side. Y'all better stay off and over there with that devil. Better stay off and over there with that devil. I love y'all. You know, I ain't gonna have y'all on here all day, but God sent me to say a lot of things to y'all. I'm glad I'm older. I never want to look back. I never want to go back. I never, ever want to go back. I like the way I'm headed. I like the way I'm headed. Ooh, you know what, to the point, never want to go back. Woo. I never want to go back. I want to stay going forward. If I don't made it this far, I don't made it to the faith of the Lord. I'm out, y'all. I love y'all. Mwah. Be a soldier. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right, young people. Stop listening to the young people who ain't made it our far. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, and I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm gone.